Welcome to the Prosperity Podcast for entrepreneurs who are ready to drop the hustle and earn more. I'm your host, Danielle Amos, business and success coach, certified Proctor Gallagher Institute consultant, and lifestyle entrepreneur. Each week, I'll bring you amazing entrepreneurs who have built wealth, harnessing the power of their mind. Prosperity and money are truly about energy, and I'm on a mission to help you create financial abundance through the power of thought. It's time we started normalizing conversations about money and create the wealth that is yours. Are you ready? Let's do this. Welcome to episode 149 of the Prosperity Practice, the podcast that has you living your most abundant life. My name is Danielle Amos, and I am your host. Today, I have a very special podcast episode for you. It's actually taken from a call that I did for our community. And in this call, I go deep and guide our clients through an exercise so that they're applying the principles of the law of transmutation of perpetual energy. So this is really about the power of your visualization and manifesting your goals and the importance of creating a vivid mental image of what it is you want for your life and how to plant that image in your subconscious mind. Because as long as you've got your image and your goal consciously, it's not going to really matter much. It's not until and unless you become emotionally involved with your goal and plant it in the subconscious mind that it actually begins to move into form. And your beliefs are crucial. And in this call, I actually talk about how beliefs are just thoughts that are consciously chosen or unconsciously chosen, and they can be changed. And you always get what you believe. I talk about the importance of repetition and reprogramming your beliefs and really reprogramming your mind. So this is a very powerful lesson, and I'm honored to give you, as a listener of the Prosperity Practice, a sneak peek into our community. Enjoy. I'd love to hear from you and reach out with any questions that you have. The first thing we're going to do here is get you very clear on your goal. So I'm going to take you through some exercises to actually apply the principles of the law. This is the transmutation of perpetual energy, meaning what you create, the image you create in your mind by law must move into the physical form. So you create an image of you with your goal achieved in your imagination, and you plant that vision, that future memory, that goal, that desire in your heart of hearts, your subconscious mind. You plant it there like a seed, and it moves into the physical form. That is a law. And it's how everything in this universe has been created. In fact, it was created twice. First, in the mind of a person, of a human. This iPhone was created in Steve Jobs' imagination first, and then it manifested in the physical world. If you look around you, everything was created that way. From the chair that you're sitting on, to the microphone I'm speaking in, to the jacket that I'm wearing was a design in a designer's mind. Does that make sense? Your life that you desire, all the things that you want, because they are your desires, they're actually for you. If you can see it, it's possible. Now, when I first heard that, I have to admit I didn't necessarily believe it. But you don't have to believe it to give it a try. Now, you are going to need to believe in what you want to achieve it, because you always get what you believe. I'm going to show you how to change your beliefs, because your belief is just a thought you keep thinking. Does that make sense? I'm going to repeat that. What you believe is just a thought that you continuously think. And you have the power to choose your thoughts And because you have that power, you also have the power, therefore, to choose your beliefs. It's that simple. But a lot of us don't really think about it. We're just like, show up and we're believing what we're believing without really questioning it. I'm going to actually have you question your beliefs today. So repetition is your key to learning. Why? Because it's how we were programmed in the first place. You were programmed with your current beliefs because of how you were talked to by your parents, your teachers, and all of those people around you. The things you heard more often with the most emotion created your programming or your paradigm and your current beliefs. And unless and until you consciously shift those beliefs, they're still operating in you now. And so we're going to talk about beliefs because you cannot outperform your belief system, meaning you cannot receive unless you believe it to be true. So I'm going to take you through an exercise right now, and it's a visualization 15 minutes past when you know you've achieved the goal. So I want you right now to think about when that moment is that you know you've achieved the goal. Does everyone have a specific moment? So it has to be 15 minutes past when you've hit it. Okay. And there's a reason for this. Okay. Everyone has that. Okay, good. All right. So now play with me a little bit, and you can just close your eyes and listen. I'm going to just take you through. And if you're driving, you're not doing this. You're going to keep your eyes on the road. And if you're not, you're going to listen with me here. Now, this is very important that it's 15 minutes past your goal being achieved. And so what that means is there's absolutely no doubt that you have achieved this. There's no doubt because it's already happened. It's 15 minutes past. Okay. And you're now isolating that moment for yourself and taking yourself there in your mind's eye to that exact moment. And in your mind's eye, it will be different for everyone. Some of you, it's that you can see it on your dashboard. Maybe for others, it's your manager, your partner congratulating you. Maybe it's your husband or wife screaming because you told them you did it. Take yourself to that moment. Notice in your mind's eye now how you feel. It's done. It's happened. You did it. Notice the feeling in your body, like there is no question if it can happen because it's already happened. So notice how that feels. What else is your mind saying to you now in this moment, just moments after you received the news, or you know that it's true, that you achieved the goal? How does it feel in your body? And allow that feeling to resonate and move through your body now. Allow yourself to tune into that feeling, that confidence, the knowing, maybe it's pride. And in your mind's eye now, look around and recognize who is with you. Is anyone there? What is their reaction, their response to you? how does it feel? And then take a look around you again and notice if there's any clues. Meaning, like, is there anything that you can see that your subconscious mind is giving you as a clue as to how you achieve the goal? Maybe there's someone there that was an old client that's come back, or perhaps there's something on your dashboard that you see. Just take a moment and look. Ask the part of you that knows if there's anything in your mind's eye in this future memory for you to notice. Now, lastly, take a look and just look down in your mind's eye at your own body, even if you can look in the mirror, wherever you are, just notice yourself. Recognize yourself. Notice how you're showing up, what you look like in this moment, how you feel, the thoughts that are going through your mind. Take a moment to connect to that. Good. And now just breathing this in and putting your hand on your heart to anchor in this feeling. It's done. The law states that if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. Creation is finished. This is done. Just anchor that in and breathe that in. Good. How did it feel? Feeling is your secret, as Neville Goddard says. How did that feel? Felt so very good, exciting, thankful, emotional, proud, warm, happy, grateful, joy, happiness, emotional. So all of this, these feelings, there's some clues in here for you. Okay, so for some of you, if there was an element of surprise when you were there, this is a little bit of a clue for you. Because if you're surprised, what is the thought behind the feeling of being surprised? If you're honest about it, when we're surprised, it's like, what? I made it? And that feeling tells us that you probably, there's an element where you don't believe it, right? If we're surprised. So just check in there for a moment. Yeah, surprise is a root of doubt, disbelief. Yeah, so I'm going to help you with that today. And it's great that it came up in the visualization and you're honest about it, because now that can be where you put your focus. Like, I've got to focus on me believing this, because I cannot get it. I cannot receive what I don't believe. I cannot receive beyond my beliefs. It's just not possible. The other flip side to say that is, you always get what you believe. So I'm going to let go and not believe that that's a norm or a normal thing I need to experience. So your visualization here just tells you a lot about where you're at. And then the other piece of it is those feelings, like when I hear confident, excited. So excited has a little bit of an energy of like not yet believing, when we're excited. Yeah, disbelief, right? So like, it's like, wow, like it actually happened. So we're just going to shift that a little bit. But peaceful, I'm going to pick some words that you can now bring into your now state of being, because here, this is how it works. So how you show up today in front of your clients, here on this call, interacting with your family, out there at the grocery store, your way of being right now matters. And how you are being today is the energy or the vibration. So your thinking leads to your feeling, and your feeling is just another word for vibration. And we live in a vibrational universe. This is one of the laws, law of vibration. That how you're feeling right now is literally what's attracting your circumstances to your life, the people into your life. And so if you can connect to the feeling of how you'll feel once the goal is achieved, and take that feeling and then become it now, the order of things is be, do, then have. So your energy must be a match for the goal achieved. And in that energy, in that feeling, you then take the action necessary to achieve the goal, making the phone calls, following up with clients, setting up meetings. So this feeling of, like, the words that I would use and really calibrate to and think to is like, how can I feel proud now, right now, today in my business? How can I feel the relief? Now, does anything come to mind how you can do that? What really, for me, what works well is bringing gratitude into my life for my right now results. And looking at what I right now have and being so grateful. Now, some of you might say, well, it's not enough, like I'm not there yet. And if that's your attitude, you're never going to get there, because you're focused on what you don't have and what's not working. And it's a simple switch. Instead of focusing on what's not there and it's not good enough, focus on what you already have, because energy flows to where your focus goes, and that will grow. So by focusing on what you already have, grows, and before you know it, you'll have more of that, and then you'll be where you want to be. All right. How was that? I'd love to hear from you. What did this episode bring up? This teaching? Do you have any questions or comments, or what resonated with you? Reach out on Instagram at the Danielle Amos and tag me as you share it. One of the best ways that you can keep this podcast going is by sharing it, because I have an impact to make in the world, and your word of mouth, your referrals, your sharing really, really matters. So thank you so much for being here, for listening, for telling others about this podcast. It's my honor and my privilege to be your host. Thank you, and expect abundance.